Kaden Kiesel, 12th grade, offensive tackle.
Hello everyone. Contrary to, my name is Kaden Kiesel. I'm an offensive tackle and defensive end. And contrary to everyone's belief, I am funnier than my dad.
Kaden, what does it mean to you to be an Avon Eagle?
I've been in this program for a long time. My dad's a coach. I've been doing this since probably young grade school, before kindergarten. I enjoy it a lot. I enjoy the brotherhood that we experience. Everyone lifts each other up, and Coach Elder always tries to do the best for Avon and tries to do the best for us, and I really love that about the program.
What's it like having a father in the program?
It's got ups and downs. I'd say an up is definitely my dad. He was an O lineman, D lineman in his day, so he knows some stuff and he tries to help me a lot. I appreciate that. But it's sometimes hard, sometimes good, but mostly good.
Well, it helps he's not your position coach, right?
Yes, I feel like if you had your position coach, like your dad was your position coach, it would be a lot different because he really would not want to mess that up.
So now you're a senior. What have been your thoughts coming into this season?
I think I'm misfit only, so I play offense only. But since the midview game, I did go in for majority of the game, which I was really excited about because that's never happened to me before. And I just can't wait to keep going with the season.
What's it like when you come out of this great locker room, you go through the kids, you come up the tunnel into this electric atmosphere?
It reminds me of when I was young and would come to the games. When you are young, you see these guys, and they're so much taller, so much bigger, they're so strong. You really are inspired by them and want to grow up to be like them. Because I remember Carlos, when I was young, he would always have a good relationship with us, be like, hey, the Kiesels, he would always say hi to us and be really friendly. And I just wanted to grow up to be like that. I wanted to be a role model for young kids that would see us, and then I love to see them smile and be happy to see us at all times.
How would you describe to an outsider the brotherhood that this team has?
It is definitely a special thing that we have that I know other schools do have something like that, but Avon, it's something I feel like that is unique to a lot of different places because it's the tradition that we have and the program that we have that keeps it all together. If someone comes into our program, we want them to be a part of our brotherhood. We want them to be a part of our team. We don't want them to feel dissuaded or not want to play. We want them to have the best, be the best person they can be and do the best they can.
You guys play with some really talented players in this team. What's that like being around those guys on a regular basis?
It's inspiring because when you see someone like D1 Luke Hamilton, you see in JC, you really are like, wow, I am playing with these guys. When last year or the year before, I was two grades down to them. I was on white and black for the first 2-3 years, and now that I am up here, I'm like, wow, this is amazing to be next to all these amazing guys that I can actually have fun with and share the experience of playing with.
How much do they bring out the best in you, just being around them?
They make us laugh, Muir, Bingham, Hamilton, all the O-line, and they make me laugh. I just love having a great time because we're just sitting on the sideline, maybe a play is going on and we're looking at the play and then something funny happens and we all laugh, but we still stay focused, which is, I just love the atmosphere that we can have fun, but we also can stay attentive to what's going on.
Pretend I knew nothing about the Dirty Dozens and the 5 a.m. lifts and everything. How would you explain that to me? Make me understand, what it is you're going through.
It's grueling. It's getting up early is very difficult. I understand why we do it because it helps train and build discipline for us. Coach Ketty does is he gets us up in the morning. He excites us. He makes us ready to work out. Gets us all pumped up. He brings energy all the time, and just looked out for us. And it's awesome to have that at Avon because I know probably other places don't have that as well, and that what makes us so good of a program.
Go back to day one when you became when you put on the uniform, whatever grade it was, to today. How much has it changed you as a person being part of this program?
A lot, definitely a lot, because when I was younger, I was not a like what I am today, I was totally the opposite side of the spectrum. I was small. I was tall, but I was not like as big as I was today. I was definitely a skinnier, fat, tall kid. I was not really athletic. I wanted to be. I got into the young youth training thing, and I just loved it so much that I kept wanting to come back.
Every year, you guys have an incredible senior class graduate, and everyone's like, okay, Avon's going to have a down year, but you guys just retool, reload, and here you are again, almost even better this year. How do you do it?
We like to have the envision that every year is going to be either better or the same, or hopefully the same as last year, because we train like maybe the starting varsity guys will get more like a lot of reps, but that's why we have JV games and we have as many as we can because we like to get our younger guys reps. So when the time comes for them, they can do the best they can.
This year, what do you think are some of the team goals that would make this season a success?
Definitely beating teams that we've either lost to last year or the years in the past that we've got grilling to. Lake, we got them next week. That's a big goal for us. I know everyone's going to be hyped for that, and everyone's going to be really in tune to that week. Definitely playoffs. We hope to get really far, and we hope to do the best we can with like the best ability, the best capability we have.
What would be the perfect way to end your senior year?
A state championship or just being with everybody and like celebrating all the time, because I know at some point this year and this season is going to end and it's going to suck, but I'm just glad that we've had all this time together and we've experienced it all as like one big family.
Likes to sit in the background, but he definitely works insanely hard and he wants to go far, and you could tell he puts in the work, and it's just motivating to watch what he does, because he didn't ever look like an O lineman, but he shows that he could be, and that he should be an O lineman. Like he doesn't have the size of a Hamilton or that kind of ability, but if you go against him, you're getting pushed off the ball.
One of the hardest workers I know. Me and him have the pleasure of being misfits together, so I've been with him throughout this whole season, and I played a lot of offense last year, so I saw him for a lot of last year, and he works harder than more people give him credit for. I always see him in the weight room lifting heavy weights, and whenever he can, I see him come down here every now and then and get a little extra work on the sides, and I really respect him as a person and as a player, and I'm glad I really got to know him better this year, because he really is a cool guy, and he's like one of my friends. I'll always appreciate him. Never had a sense of entitlement to him just because his dad's a coach. He's never been spoiled. He's always been very humble, and he knows what he has to do. He knows what he has to get done around here.
He's funny, and he'll interact with you if you're nice to him, and he's just a good characteristic guy.
I'd say he's a very good teammate. He's funny too. He makes funny jokes.
I've known Kaden since he was a little guy. It's funny, this is my 17th year at Avon, and so he was a baby when I got here, and I got to know the Kiesel family because his dad was my defensive coordinator back in 2007. So I've watched him grow up. Kaden is the greatest kid, great teammate. He's a kid that obviously is playing for us on the offensive line. If you would have told me that when he was a sophomore he'd be contributing on Friday nights, I wouldn't have believed it. But it's a credit to him. He just shows up every day, works exceptionally hard, and very coachable. Is doing a great job for us.
What do you think that dynamic is like, a senior on the team that has a father as a coach?
Sometimes it's hard. You need to coach your position, but as a father, obviously, there's no stronger love than the love of a child. And so I think Coach Kiesel's done a great job. He's the corners coach of letting those guys coach his son and focusing on his task and what he needs to do and just being a dad. And I think I did the same thing with Brock. I let other people coach Brock, and I tried to not take that home with me and just be dad at home. I would imagine they have a great relationship, that it's just that. His dad's his dad at home, not his coach.
You've been looking forward to this year, everything of him just getting up to this level and blossoming.
I don't know if I was looking forward to it. I was nervous and kind of wary about it, but he put in all the work. So I'm proud of how he's grown since he was a freshman till now. So I don't know if looking forward to it. I was apprehensive about it, but it's been awesome to see him grow this year.
And then how about not just growing? He's out there on Friday nights and playing significant minutes.
But our team's good, and those linemen that we have are really good. So I'm I am really proud that he gets to work in, and I think that of our top 8 linemen, that he's one of them is an awesome thing.
You ever sit back and just have a proud moment on the sidelines, during the game, and just have a dad moment when you see 61 run out there, or you just focus?
It's tough because for years he's told me I can't coach him, so I've learned to not kind of watch. But this year we come over and we do our defensive stuff, and if I know he's going in, I'll kind of try to peek and see if he's slide in there, and if we've got our checks done, I'll go out. Like if we're trying to get something done, I can't. I'll watch it on the game afterwards or the tape afterwards. But if I can slide down there and see him do his stuff, that's awesome. Just for how good our line is to see him out there. I'm proud of him all the time. He's awesome. He's a kind kid. He's a good kid, and it's just awesome to see how far he's come with all the coaches and the influence they've had, from Coach Keddy to Coach Elder, from when he was little to now.
If you were a flavor of ice cream, what would you be?
Probably mint chip. One of my favorites, definitely. I don't really have a reason. It's just my favorite, kind of.
If you were pizza, what toppings would be on you?
I'd say I definitely meat lovers, like sausage, bacon, onion, pepperoni. I love that combo, and it works all together, fits in pieces. I'd say some maybe Hawaiian, a bit of pineapple, because it's sometimes you're a little that way, and then sometimes you're like, no, I don't want that. That does not work out today. That does not go with this. I just say that just kind of fits me.
Hollywood made a movie about Kaden Kiesel. Who would star as Kaden?
Ryan Reynolds. He's probably the funniest actor I'd heard of, and I think I'm myself pretty funny, but I know, I try to make jokes. Some people don't laugh, but when I have a good one, I have a good one. But I just love Ryan Reynolds, and I think he would be a great actor to play me.
Right now, the Powerball is over $1 billion. If you had that winning ticket,
The lottery.
yeah, what would you do with it?
Definitely save. Put a lot of it into savings. Get some new stuff for some other people, my grandma, my aunts. Definitely a lot of the relatives, because I know they love me so much and they've got me so many things, and I like to show my appreciation to them. But probably a lot of it would go into savings for college, and after that, if I wanted to do something like start a business or just keep it for savings in case anything happens.
You're not gonna go crazy, travel the world, buy cars, anything?
No, I've never been interested in doing extravagant things. I just don't see the purpose of it, because I know people are saying, oh, you're gonna live once, you're not gonna do this, or you're not gonna have this experience. I've got all I need. I'm content. I don't need really good things to happen.